In a small town in America, a boy sat on the floor of a tiny apartment. The winter wind slipped through the cracks in the walls. His mother was pretending not to be hungry. His father had already left before sunrise for another exhausting shift. The refrigerator held almost nothing. No one in that room was thinking about becoming rich. They were only thinking about surviving tomorrow. The boy's name does not matter, because this story is not about one person. It is about millions. Millions of children who grow up believing that money belongs to other people. Every morning, he walked past large houses, beautiful lawns, shiny cars, families that looked like they had everything. And every day he asked himself the same question: why them and not us? One afternoon, while helping his father clean a warehouse, he found a coin on the ground, just 1 penny. Most people would ignore it, but he picked it up, then another, then another. Soon he started collecting every coin he could find. People laughed, friends made jokes, adults told him it was pointless. How could a few pennies change anything? But the boy learned something important. Wealth does not begin with dollars, it begins with habits. Years passed. While others spent every dollar they earned, he saved a little. While others bought things to impress people, he bought books. While others complained about being poor, he studied people who escaped poverty. He read about business, investing, human psychology, failure, success. The more he learned, the more he realized something powerful. The rich were not a different species. They simply made different decisions. At 19, he started a small business. It failed. He lost nearly everything. People said he should quit. But poverty had already taught him how to live with nothing. Failure could not scare someone who had grown up without enough food. So he tried again, and failed again, then again. Each loss taught him something new. Each setback made him stronger. Years later, one business finally worked. Then another. Then another. The money started coming, slowly at first, then faster. The same boy who once counted pennies was now signing contracts worth thousands of dollars, then hundreds of thousands, then millions. People looked at his success and called him lucky, but they never saw the nights when he couldn't sleep because bills were overdue. They never saw the embarrassment of wearing old clothes. They never saw the fear of watching his parents struggle. They only saw the destination, not the journey. One day, he returned to the neighborhood where he grew up. The buildings looked smaller. The streets looked shorter. But the memories remained the same. He remembered the hunger, the worry, the uncertainty. And he realized something. Poverty had never been his enemy. It had been his teacher. It taught him gratitude, discipline, patience, resilience, lessons that money alone could never buy. Today, somewhere in America, another child is sitting in a small apartment, watching their parents struggle, wondering if life will ever get better. Maybe that child feels invisible. Maybe that child feels hopeless. But history has proven something again and again. Many of the world's greatest success stories did not begin in luxury. They began in hardship, because sometimes the strongest trees grow from the toughest soil, and sometimes the child counting pennies becomes the person counting millions. The question is not where you start. The question is whether you keep moving forward when life gives you every reason to stop.